Starting the last part of third group elements, gallium, indium, and helium. Very quick outlook of what's going on. All of these elements are metals. They all have electron configuration ns2np1, and slowly these two becoming separable. So helium has oxidation number 1 with 1 electron removed and 3 with all removed. The same is visible to some extent in case of gallium and indium. They all have low melting points. They all have relatively small 3+ ions. Gallium, very special metal, melts in the human hand at around 30 degrees Celsius. There is alloy composed of 68% of gallium, 20% of indium, and 10% of tin by weight, which has melting point of 19 degrees negative. These alloys are very helpful in making thermometric devices because they are replacing very toxic mercury. What's interesting that all these metals can wet glass, very unusual feature for metals. All these metals, gallium, indium, and helium, are relatively rare. They're found as admixture to different other elements. Gallium is usually admixture to aluminum and can be recovered to aluminum processing. Helium can be stored only out of air in sealed ampulla, and it's highly toxic, very known poison. Very known compounds of gallium are so-called group 3,5 semiconductors. Gallium reacts with arsenic to make gallium arsenide. If we look at number of electrons, gallium has 3, arsenic group number 5. In average it will be 4, like for carbon, silicon, germanium. So these binary compounds resemble diamond and silicon. Gallium arsenide has diamond-like structure, and it's known as very efficient semiconductor with fantastic properties. Just sample. Similar, instead of arsenic from group number 5, if you take nitrogen, gallium nitride makes beautiful blue LEDs, and so on. There are literally tens of thousands of examples of compound of this sort. Very interesting. Helium occupies a very special place because it has very stable oxidation number, Tl plus 1. So this 6s2 valence electrons are relatively stable. This ion is not similar to aluminum, it's similar to group 1, to potassium, and somehow to silver. It has insoluble thallium iodide, thallium bromide, and thallium chloride salt, and little hydrolysis, same as potassium. Thallium 3+ also is not similar to aluminum, more similar to Ag2+, its close neighbor. It's not amphoteric like aluminum. It will not react with sodium hydroxide. It makes Oxide Tl2O3 like aluminum, but this oxide is black, not white, colorless. Cl3 plus easily hydrolyzes in water